today I'm going to show you guys how to master the turn. Okay, I've got two scenarios when we've got space, when we haven't got space. Okay, if you guys get this right, I think you've got a chance of beating your defender every time. All right, let's get into this one. One step, finish. Whoa! Feel it. Whoa! Yes, hello and welcome. It is video number 5, I think. Yes, it is video number 5. Today, I thought I'd go for a little turning session. Now, I am going to add in a shot. Now, I'll tell you why I will add in a shot, and I do tend to do. By the way, it's really, really windy. I'm hoping you can hear me, but apologies if you can't. The reason I do a lot of finishing, right, is because I want to try and make my training, especially when you train on your own, as interesting and as fun as possible. Now, sometimes I might be doing a ball mastery session and it might get a little bit tedious. And I know that I've got to put the work in on my ball mastery, or it might be a first touch session, or it might be a passing session. I know I've got to get it done. So I might put in, at the end of a bit of ball mastery or the end of a little passing drill, a shot or a finish, just to make it more amusing for me. And it gets me through sessions and I really enjoy it. So today we are going to be focusing on turns, but the goal is behind me, so I am going to be doing loads of shooting just to keep myself entertained, so I can still concentrate on my turns and I can also get a few shots off. So we are going to start today. There are 2 scenarios we're going to go through, okay, on our turns. Now I'm going to do them inside the box today, so maybe a few realistic turns you might get in and around the box to get your shot off. Now, scenario 1 is when we might pop off the defender and we might have a little bit of space from the defender. Okay, that's scenario 1. Now, scenario 2, okay, is when we're really, really tight to the defender, okay, and we're sort of pinning him, and this might be our position where it's a little up close and personal, and we've got to wriggle out of a situation to get a shot off. So, there are the 2 scenarios. We're going to go through number 1 first, is when we have a little bit of space from our defender. I'm going to do, as always, today I've got 5 footballs. I'm going to do 5 footballs. I'm going to do the main part of the drill, just so you guys know what I'm sort of talking about and what I'm trying to get myself used to, and then we're going to go through the tiny details after that. Right, so ball number 1. I have got my bounce board set up, by the way, just under the camera. Now, if you do want to do your turns, best thing to do is have a partner, a board, or a wall. Now, if you don't have any of that, you can just do it from a standstill. So with a dead ball, quick turn, quick finish, just so you can try and practice the sort of the similar movements that you're going to do with the ball. But for today, I've got my board. Let's go. Ball number 1. Not bad for ball number 1. It's a target. It's a target. Get the ball to be a little bit closer. Again, I'm really, really hoping you guys can hear me because the wind is so strong. All right, here we go. Next one. Check. Take that. That's decent for number 2. Ball's coming back. We'll use it again. Here we go. Ball number 3. Ball number 3. A little bit of space. Check. Good finish, that. That was nice. Woo, blowing. Right, last 2. Let's go, last 2. Here we go. Ball number 3. Again, really focus on the type of turns that I am using here. Yeah. Woo! Jesus, what start this is. I'm on fire. Last one. Last one of the 5. Then we'll get into a few details. Here we go. Don't really like that turn, so I'm going to do it again. I'll tell you why in a minute. Last one. Do that one again. Do that one again. All right, here we go. Take it, take it, take it. Again, first 5 footballs. That's good, I'm pleased with that. So, now the first scenario, as I mentioned before, was me pulling off, okay, and I've got a little bit of space from my defender, okay. So some scenarios, if you want to have a little rewind, every time I pull off, I'm going to give my shoulders a little bit of a check, just a little scan, like that, okay. Now, why I've just made that weird noise, I'm not sure. Okay, now, as I pop out, it's a little scan just to see if he's come tight to me. If not, it gives me a little bit of an advantage in the fact that I can stop and start. Okay, so here I've come out. If you watch pretty much maybe 4 out of the 5, I actually kill the ball first and then move it either side. Now I quite like this variation because one, if he does come really tight to me when I check my shoulder and I kill it, it gives me the option to protect the ball. Okay, and secondly, when I come out and I go stop, he stops as well. And I know the direction I'm going, I can go from a standing start to then push it off. Now he, as a big guy, normally defenders are quite big, their feet get planted when I stop the ball and they struggle to get going again. So the stop at the start is a really, really, really good one. Okay, third and final one on the stop start. If you just go for the normal turn like everyone does, just one turn, pushing out into space, again, I don't mind it, but sometimes defenders can read your body shape as you turn. My best advice is to try and keep your body shape, if you are going to do it one touch, body shape facing this way and then I'm turning that way. Or body shape facing this way and then it's a little one in there. So try and vary your body shape and make sure it goes 2 different directions so it's hard for the defender and you can't really read where you're going. All right, so that's the first little bit. That's the first little bit I want you to notice, the scanning, and then me on the stop start. I really like the turn. It's probably my favourite one. Okay, we're now going to go, we're going for another 3 or 4 footballs, okay, and we're going to go for the bit after we get into that stop start phase. All right, so just after stop start, then what? All right, let's do the next 3. Right, here we go, next 3 or 4. So really, really focusing on what I'm doing. Okay, when I stop start, focus on where my body shape starts and where it finishes. That's really important because I'm trying to make it hard for the defender to read that. All right, so here we go, next bit. Oh, it's a dodgy one. It's a good finish, but it's not as clean. I sort of need it towards or outside the cone because I need that change of direction and that half a yard before my finish. All right, so here we go. Number 2. You go there, check. One step, finish. Whoa! Ha. Oh, get in there. We're doing all right today. We're doing all right. That was nice. Here we go. Here we go. Last one. Last one. Get there. Oh, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one more. Here we go. Try and get that turn right. Here, there. Touch and check. 1, push. Yes, take it. Good. So, trying to really concentrate now on the bit afterwards. So, we've done the initial part. We're checking. We're going to see or feel, okay, how tight he is. We're killing it. We're moving it. Next bit is the push away. Now, let me just quickly grab a ball. Right, little pit stop. I'm just going to quickly show you 2 things, okay. My grip socks are on sale still. Really, really good offer on them. The link will be in the description or on the screen. Okay, and secondly, let me just sort my mic out. Hopefully, probably just ruin my barnet, but oh well. Right, secondly, I just got sent this from Comma Football. Now, they celebrate football's greatest moments. This is their Messi jersey. Take a look at this. You know when you want a shirt, like a football jersey, that's just nice and classy, nice and contemporary. It fits in with the black that I always wear. And you know what? The quality is amazing. I rarely see football shirts that put their own little twist on it. And I really, really like this. So I've been given a little discount code for you guys to use if you want to buy them. It is in the description or on screen above. So, Comma Football, I will leave it all for you. Let's get back to the video. So. This bit here. On the push away, I want to try and get half a yard from the defender. So if he's behind me, okay, and I stop and start, he might go, he might be a little bit late. I need to create distance from him to try and get the ball around him, okay? Now, that's my first option. Now, if you saw the first set, okay, I did one of these and then did a little, if I can speak, a little fake shot. All right, now I'll tell you why I did that. If you get the push out, so you kill it, you push it, and you notice that's too much of a difficult shot, okay, you might want to be creative and go for another fake shot or something extra just so your body can be comfortable or get into a comfortable position to shoot with. So try and make sure that if you can't get the ball in a nice position to finish, you might want to have to do something else, just so you get a nice clean strike off okay? And you're still moving the defender, trying to create that distance from him. So really important, once you kill it, move it with a nice touch out your feet, build up your momentum through the ball, get your half a yard, and finish off. Okay, so making sure you get in your half a yard, push the ball out your feet and finish. Touch, turn, finish. Has to be a change of speed from when you start to when you finish. The change of speed and the change of direction are the things that kills defenders. Okay, have to have those changes in those two things. All right, so we are now going to go on to scenario number 2, which is when we're really tight to the defender. We might have pulled off and we might have checked our shoulder, but he still might be really, really tight to us. So we are going to be nice up close with the defender, and it might be a few little turns. Again, body shape is going to be really, really important on this. Let's get into these 3 or 4 or even 5 if I'm feeling like I want to do a few more, okay? And then we'll go through again the smaller details after I've done it. All right, let's get into the next bit. All right, here we go. Notice how this scenario 2 is a little bit different. Oh, it's a good strike. Come on. Good start again. Good start. Next one. Nice and tight. Feel it. Tell you what, some protein pancakes this morning. They're doing the business. Right, here we go. Last one. Last one. Tell you what, that's a good 3 footballs. So, now I want to grab a ball quickly before I start talking. Watch, with this one, we're nice and tight this time. Now, this is where it gets a little bit different, because on the pull-off, the scenario 1, I have to check my shoulder, okay, just to see if he's come with me, all right? But with this one, if I know I haven't pulled off enough, and I know he's still there, I don't have to check my shoulder because I can feel him. The only reason you might check your shoulder is just to see where teammates are. You might get it, it might be a little set for your teammate, might be a little slide in there, it might be a little bit different, okay? But if you've got your arms, you can feel him. Now, really important when you're pinning is that you're getting really, really low and you're trying to keep the distance between him and the ball as big as possible. So I quite like, instead of completely side on, which some people like because you can get more distance, I feel like some of the big guys get round me this side a little bit. I sort of like to be a little bit more diagonal because I feel like I've got a bit of a stronger base with my back on him. So I'm here, I'm nice and low. Now with the turn specifically, most of the time, I'm going to drag the ball one way, body shape goes, and then I'm switching back the other way for a quick finish. It's the same principle of changing your body shape, okay, to try and get the defender going one way, to then have to react off the floor and try and get to the other side. So, whether it's scenario 1 or 2, really important, your body shape's changing from either here to there, or here to there, or when you're pinning, you might go touch, drag, or sort of use him to try and roll to enable you to get your distance in your half a yard. All right. So for this one, I really like this. I'm nice and tight. I'm feeling him, so I know where he is. Okay. And I'm in here. I'm going, yep, there, roll. And I'm making sure I'm trying to keep him using my arms as well. Arms are really important. I can use my arms here, try and keep him locked in there. 2 directions. Really important. You get in. The change direction. I'll emphasize it as much as I can. Okay, so that for me is a really, really good starting point on just 2 different types or scenarios of turns that you might get. Okay, and what turns that I like using, preferably the stop start, or it might be when you're pinning a stop, roll, little roll, and a finish. So yeah, that is a little introduction to a few scenarios and a few turns, okay, that I really like. Again, if you want me to do a little volume 2 on this, I'm happy to show you a few more turns, so let me know in the comments. But look, I appreciate you guys watching. My finishing, by the way, really happy with that. It is Christmas Eve as well, so I can go in Christmas Day a happy man. So, again, I appreciate you watching. Like, comment, do what you got to do, and I will see you on the next video. See you later.